Hi everyone, it's Matt Casworth here, General Manager at Fleetware. I'm joined today by our terrific BDM, Brendan Fowler. How are you, Chuck?
Good, Cuzzy. How are you, mate?
Pretty good, thanks.
That's the way.
Chuck, Fleetware's had a long history of operating in the commercial telematics GPS tracking sphere.
Yeah.
But last year, the business brought some new solutions to market. One of them is TrueSpot.
Yeah.
Can you tell us how it works and everything about it?
Yeah, love to. So, TrueSpot was a bit of a shift for us to get out of the telematics world because it really centres on real-time location tracking in a fixed environment. So, the car dealerships are a prime example where it works really well, where you've got a really large fixed site with a lot of cars and a lot of keys, and they don't always know where those cars and keys are. So, the TrueSpot solution is really designed to set up a local network on site with a very easy to use app for employees to be able to punch in what vehicle they're looking for or what key they're looking for, and then it will pinpoint on their app exactly where it is, whether it's in the servicing department, whether it's in the sales yard, whether it's in the wash bay, it's in the recon area, or maybe the keys have been left in the lunchroom. So it really takes the issue away of running around looking for cars and keys. And wasting time that could be better spent generating revenue, not wasting time looking for things.
There are some real world solutions and benefits from what I understand, and I think you're a first-hand example of that. You recently bought a car?
Yeah, I did. I relay this story when people are sort of umming and ahhing about it, and the story from what could have been a really bad customer experience. When I bought my last vehicle, I went to look at it because I saw it online like everybody does, and asked to have a look at it, and the gentleman went off to try to find it, came back 20 minutes later, couldn't find the car. I was pretty stunned that could actually happen in the real world, but it did, and I had to go home. They literally had no idea where the car was. So luckily I really wanted that vehicle, so I went back the next week and they'd since found it, and I drove it and bought it and everyone was okay. But in another example, that customer, if it wasn't me or it was a different style of car, would have left and gone and bought it somewhere else. And it just leaves a really bad taste in your mouth about that dealership, how unprofessional it was. So to put this solution in place so that it's a better customer experience, it's much more efficient for the sales staff, also for the servicing department to be able to make sure the keys are ready when the customer comes to pick their car up. The benefits are wide and varied. We've heard anecdotally talking to dealers around some of the costs that they have in their business. We were stunned to be told that one dealership spent over $100,000 in lost keys a year.
Amazing.
So it is a real issue for the industry. It's great that we've got a solution that targets the exact issues they're facing. Lost keys are a real issue. Wasted time looking for cars and keys is an issue. And I guess thirdly, and maybe more importantly, is having a bad customer experience because people are standing around waiting. So one solution ties in all of those three things.
And that matches up cars and the keys.
Yeah.
In an enclosed area, is that?
100%.
That's right.
Yeah, so it's like I said, whether it's a service department or a retail environment, recon department where they bring vehicles in, they want to track them once they receive it through to when it gets made to look pretty again, and then onto the sales floor. We can track all those, how long they're in the yard for, how long they've been sitting on the sales floor for. Make sure the keys are, from a compliance perspective, that the keys are locked away every day at the end of the business like they're supposed to be. So it's a range of cost savings, customer experience, better compliance, ease of knowing where your assets are, and just overall better efficiency in business.
Perfect. That's the TrueSpot solution.
That's the TrueSpot solution.
And I'm aware that there's now another automotive product that we have available. More of an Eastern States focus on that one, Chuck?
It is, mate. So again, through our consultative approach in talking to these businesses around their pain points, it became known to us that there's a real issue in the dealership industry up and down the East Coast where they lend out loan cars to people for cars being serviced or repaired or whatever it might be, and those loan cars are then being driven through tolls in Sydney, Melbourne and Brisbane and accruing charges unwittingly. And then the way it's been working at the moment is the customer brings the keys back, they get their car, the loan car's brought back, and then 2 weeks later the toll fees come into the business from the authorities, and then the business trying to work out who those tolls fees should be attributed to, and ultimately it's just too hard to manual process. And so some dealers have told us they spend over $60,000 a year in toll road fees that their customers are accruing. So we went away and found a solution whereby partnering with another platform, we could have it so that putting a tracking device in a vehicle, when the customer brings that vehicle back to the dealership, it automatically tells the dealer how many tolls they've accrued that day, and they can on-charge them to the customer on the spot. So any toll fees that the dealership was previously paying is now doesn't exist. It's a great solution.
Terrific. So that's the TrueSpot solution and the
Toll road solution.
Terrific. New solutions here at Fleetware. Thanks, Stuart.
Thanks, mate.